Keto is supposed to make you feel clear and steady, but you cut carbs and suddenly it feels like poison. Headache, nausea, your heart pounding at night like you are in trouble. Your legs cramp, you feel weak walking upstairs. Anxiety shows up for no reason. Then you eat something salty and somehow you feel more tired. That whiplash is not a character flaw. It is usually a predictable body chemistry problem you accidentally created. Moving to slide 2. When you drop carbs fast, insulin drops fast. And when insulin drops, your kidneys stop holding on to sodium the way they used to. Sodium goes out in your urine. Water follows it. That is why the scale drops so quickly in the first few days. It is not magic fat loss. It is mostly water and the minerals that were helping you keep that water in the right places. Here's the part nobody warns you about. When sodium and water leave together, blood volume can dip. Your brain notices. Your heart compensates by beating harder or faster, especially at night when you are lying still and paying attention. Energy drops with the scale because you just drained the fluid and electrolytes that keep your system stable. Moving to slide 3, the core mistake is treating those symptoms like dehydration and fixing them with plain water while still avoiding salt. On keto, the problem is often low sodium first, not a lack of water. If you are salting less on purpose, drinking lots of plain water, and sweating at the gym, you can create a perfect storm. More water without enough sodium dilutes what is left in your blood. That pushes even more sodium to be lost in urine, and you end up peeing all the time. Your legs cramp because muscle contraction depends on a steady electrolyte gradient. Your heart races because low blood volume and low sodium push stress hormones up to maintain pressure. Your head hurts because blood vessels and fluid balance in and around the brain are sensitive to sodium shifts. Add diuretics and you can accelerate the losses. That includes common blood pressure water pills, but also a lot of caffeine, pre-workouts, and even alcohol. If you are doing keto and also trying to be clean by avoiding salt, you are basically pulling the plug on the system that keeps you steady. Moving to slide 4. Sodium is not just about water retention. It is one of the main levers that keeps blood volume high enough for good circulation, especially when carbs are low. Stable sodium supports steadier nerve signaling, which is why low sodium can feel like jittery anxiety or weird tingling. It also helps muscles contract smoothly, including your diaphragm and your heart. It even matters for digestion. Your stomach acid is made with chloride, and salty foods often bring sodium chloride together, which can make meals sit better for some people when they go low carb. And when sodium is adequate, workouts usually feel less like you are dragging a sandbag because you can maintain blood pressure and performance under sweat. If keto feels like it is breaking you, sodium is often the missing support beam. The trap is thinking more water will rebuild it. Moving to slide 5. Plain water can make you feel worse because it dilutes sodium even further. Your body defends sodium concentration tightly. If you flood the system with water while sodium is low, your kidneys respond by making more urine to dump the extra water. But you do not just lose water, you lose more sodium with it. That is why you can feel thirsty and still have clear urine all day. The thirst signal gets confusing because it is not only about total water, it is also about concentration. Headaches can intensify because sodium shifts change fluid balance, and your brain is sensitive to that. Heart rate can rise because with lower blood volume, your body leans on adrenaline to keep pressure up, especially when you stand up, walk around, or try to sleep. If you are chugging water on keto and feeling worse, stop treating it like a simple hydration problem. Fix the sodium problem first, and then let thirst guide the water. And be careful, because potassium is not sodium. Moving to slide 6. Potassium is not sodium. They both matter, but they do different jobs in your cells, so swapping one for the other rarely fixes the problem. When potassium runs low, you can feel crampy, weak when you try to push effort, and even backed up. But more is not always better. Overdoing potassium supplements can be risky, especially if you have kidney issues or certain blood pressure meds. Treat potassium like precision, not a vibe, and keep it in balance with the quiet mineral most people forget. Moving to slide 7. Magnesium is the quiet one because the signs can look like life. Sleep gets lighter, you wake up unrefreshed, and your body feels more reactive. You might notice eyelid twitching, calf cramps, or that wired feeling where stress hits harder than it should. Magnesium also affects bowel habits, so changes can swing either way, depending on the form you use and how sensitive you are. Here's the tricky part. If you do a carb refeed and suddenly feel calmer or sleep better, that does not prove you fixed everything. Carbs can temporarily reduce mineral loss and shift how your nervous system feels, so the underlying shortage can get masked. If you want a steadier baseline, magnesium is often the difference between pushing through and feeling like your body is fighting you. Moving to slide 8. The keto flu is not a real flu. Most of the time, it is a fast mineral and fluid shift. When carbs drop, insulin drops, and your kidneys dump more sodium and water. That's why it often shows up around day 2 through 5, and why it gets worse if you sweat a lot, train hard, use saunas, or live in heat. What it feels like is a cluster: headache, lightheadedness, fatigue, brain fog, cramps, and a flat mood. The fix is usually boring and fast. Salt your food more aggressively, use a salty broth or electrolyte drink, keep fluids steady, and cover potassium and magnesium with food first, supplements if needed.
You do not need to quit. You need to replace what you are losing on purpose, so the transition feels like a choice, not a punishment.
Moving to slide 9. You can spot it with a few patterns. You get dizzy when you stand up. Your headache noticeably improves after salty food or broth. You cramp at night, especially calves or feet. Your pulse jumps after meals or when you climb stairs. And normal tasks feel weirdly exhausting, like your battery drains too fast. When several of those show up together, stop blaming willpower. Treat it like a measurable input problem, and you can dial it in instead of randomly chasing symptoms. Moving to slide 10. Stop guessing the dose. Start with a sodium baseline, then adjust for your real world. For many people eating very low carb, that means intentionally adding roughly 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt across the day, then fine-tuning based on blood pressure, sweat, and how you feel. If you have heart, kidney, or blood pressure conditions, or you take diuretics or RAAS meds, get individual guidance. Match sweat and heat. More training or hotter days usually need more sodium, not more caffeine. Spread it through the day instead of chugging it at once. Pair it with food sometimes, because salt taken with a meal is often gentler on your stomach and steadier for energy. Track symptoms, not hype. When your standing dizziness, headaches, and cramps fade, your dose is probably close, and you can avoid the overcorrections that create a new set of problems. Moving to slide 11. When people start keto, they often overcorrect electrolytes and create brand new problems. First is the salt bomb. If you dump a big spoon of salt into water and chug it, that can pull water into your gut and trigger nausea, cramping, or urgent bathroom trips. Better is smaller doses spread out, especially if you are already salty from cured meats, cheese, or restaurant food. Second is potassium powder. Potassium is essential, but powders make it easy to overshoot. Too much at once can feel like weakness, tingling, or a weird heavy heartbeat. If you have kidney disease, take blood pressure meds like ACE inhibitors or ARBs, or use potassium-sparing diuretics. This is a real risk, not a biohack. Third is sugary electrolyte drinks. They can spike cravings and energy swings, which you might mistake for electrolyte issues. Then you chase the problem with more sugar. Also, do not ignore medical conditions, pregnancy, or a history of arrhythmias. And finally, stop confusing thirst with hunger. If you are suddenly snacky, drink water first, then reassess. Keep electrolytes steady and boring. Moving to slide 12. Here is a simple daily setup you can actually repeat. In the morning, try a salty drink option, a glass of water with a pinch of salt, or a low-sugar electrolyte mix. Sipped, not slammed. With your first meal, add broth or a salted soup, especially in the first couple of weeks. For potassium, prioritize whole foods: avocado, spinach, mushrooms, salmon, and yogurt if you tolerate it. If you do use a supplement, keep the dose small and split it. Magnesium works well in the evening. It can help muscle tension and nighttime rest, and it is harder to get from food alone. On training days, add a little extra sodium and fluid before and after, since sweat losses are real. Do this consistently, and your body stops feeling like it is constantly playing catch-up. Moving to slide 13. Keto should feel calm. Most days you should have steadier energy, a clearer head, and fewer cravings. Workouts should feel predictable instead of randomly awful. Sleep often improves over time once electrolytes and meal timing are stable. If you feel worse week after week, adjust instead of suffering. If this helped, subscribe for more practical keto guides, and comment with what symptom you are trying to fix first.
This content is for education only and is not medical advice. Consult your clinician before changing diet or supplements, especially if you have a medical condition or take medications.
Ketosis is a tool. Metabolic flexibility is the goal.